Hope everyone is doing well today. And I just want to say something really quickly. So for those of you who don't know, I am Soul Alchemy, aka Aakasha, and I've done quite a few videos on carbonation dating back more than 3 years. Okay, so I'm very familiar with carbonation. I'm very familiar with Eligio, Nature Boy, Baba G, Three God, and so many other different names that he's had. I'm very familiar with his cult, a lot of the members that are there now, that were there in the beginning, some of the newer comers, a lot of things that has happened, you know, with these people in this cult. And even I have a playlist with just some of the videos that I've done over the years on my channel. And if you go to my community tab, then you will see the playlist. Okay, now I say all that just to prime you guys on the fact that I'm very, very familiar, okay, with carbonation and their previous activities, right? Even some present activities. Now, I stopped doing videos on carbonation like on a regular basis a long time ago. So I only look at carbonation videos, or they seem to pop up in my feed when something extreme is going on with them. And then I'll tune in and see what's going on. So I'm saying that to also say that I am very well aware that I am not up to breast with everything that's been going on. Like a lot of you guys who may be watching or listening to this video. And with that being said, I'm also acknowledging that there may be a whole lot of things that have gone on that has not been publicized or did not get as much traction, so a lot of people don't know about it. Okay? Now, let's get to the subject of the title. Leave baby Jahumi alone. Okay? So this is what I'm saying about baby Jahumi. Alright? I am seeing videos pop up today with Gagut posting what ended up being an old picture of him and Jahumi together, leaving people like Kulu from Kulu live streaming to assume that baby Jahumi just may be with them, with Gagut, and wanting to send the police to Gagut's house and things like that. Now, I think it's absolutely ridiculous for Gagut to use baby Jahumi to try and get some attention, some traction, some clout, or whatever you guys want to call it, or to be in on the commentary about carbonation, since he does have a personal connection to them. I think a lot of stuff that goes on social media nowadays is absolutely ridiculous. But speaking of Gagut specifically, which I am not familiar with him, and I'm not going to pretend like I am, and I have really no interest in. I think a lot of this stuff is chaotic, it's traumatic, it's just, you know, destructive. COINTELPRO, right? Why would you use a baby? And especially a baby that you know these people are looking for, and they are going to target you until they find out whether or not the baby is with you. Okay? You know, that says a lot about your character. And I want to stress again that this child, be he's in a cult or not, is not a toy. He's not something that you guys should use for social media attention, for social media, you know, fame or clout, or whatever type of chess piece you feel like you want to use him for. I think that is despicable. And at the same time, I would like to address people like Kulu, who is looking for baby Jahumi, as if you want him to be taken away from his parents. And this is for Kulu and anybody else who keeps saying baby Jahumi needs to be taken away from his parents. I just recently saw Ra, one of the old members of Carbonnation, who also was one of Nature Boy wives. She has not, as far as I know, said anything publicly in a very, very long time. And then she comes out and she does a video saying, what about baby Jahumi, right? So I understand. A lot of people have been concerned, including myself, about baby Jahumi for a very long time. However, even given the things that we do know about Carbonnation, at the end of the day, at best, you guys have a difference in opinion on how Truth and Sheba decide to raise their son, okay? You don't get to dictate to someone how they raise their son. Are there genuine concerns by a lot of people about the environment that he's in, the things he's been exposed to? Quite possibly him not having the healthiest environment that he deserves? Yes. And you could say the same for some members in your family, and you don't say anything about that because why? It is not something that's going to bring you attention. We all know this. It's not something that's going to get you views. Again, social media, whatever. I don't know what happened to the doggone. Maybe the heat took it out or whatever. Okay, so that we don't get into the particulars and everything of you know, that what I just stated. Let me express myself a little bit better here. You guys want Jahumi to be taken away, and he will be taken away by what? Child services? Will you feel great about that? Will you feel like you finally accomplished something when it comes to that? You know, one for the team. You've hit Eligio. I mean, what is it that it's going to bring to you? Because it's not going to bring to you peace of mind that Jahumi is safe and he's going to be raised properly in a loving family and get the proper education, you know, the proper upbringing that he deserves. That's not what you're going to get from this. Not at all. And it's sad that, you know, Sheba and True chose to, you know, live a type of lifestyle where they're broadcasting everything, because it leaves it open for people to critique. And that's what you guys are doing. That's what we all have done. So I understand that essentially they brought this on themselves. However, if you guys are moving under the assumption that this baby is going to be better off if he's taken away by the state, we all know better than that. And I think you guys need to leave that baby alone. So we can get out of here. You know, you are appreciated for that. There are a lot of us who are genuinely concerned, but I didn't see him coming. You guys will not ever know where Jahumi is and what is happening to him. And there's not too many places out here that are safe for children at all, in any way, shape, or form. Not too many places. That's the type of world that we're living in. And we have always lived in a world where children were in danger. But I think that nowadays, it is more accepted for harm to come to children. I think a lot of what you guys are doing is cap, okay? okay? I think you're doing it because it is something that can get you attention, it can get you views, it can get you likes, subscribers, money, all of that stuff, and you can, you know, look like a hero. But if you start in your own backyard, you start in your own households, you start in your own family tree, and I'm not just talking about having people's children taken away from them, but getting in where you fit in, all right? Trying to be a positive force in someone's life. And if you see children, you got children in your family that are neglected, because this world is just so hectic, and people, like parents, can be so stressed out, and their time does not allot for them to have their children in a lot of activities or spend a lot of time with their children. All of this time that you guys are spending on this cold, trying to take this baby away and stuff like that, why don't you go play with your niece and nephew? Why don't you go and take your baby sister, baby brother somewhere, build a relationship with them so they can talk to you about anything? Why don't you go and let your little cousin know that they're special? But I'm gonna make this quick. Did you guys have an Eligio, or even the idea of the cult altogether? We've seen a lot of deplorable things that he's done over time. But you know, the way I look at it, if you're gonna go after him, you need to get Velvet too, because that was his right hand right there, and she did so much. So if you're gonna give Velvet a pass, you might as well give Eligio a pass and leave that dude alone. If there are victims of his that want to prosecute him, fine. But as far as them other people that are in that cult, those people are choosing to be there. Okay, they have made a choice, and they have made it loud and clear. All right, and you would not want someone to come and take your children and give them to the state because they disagree with your specific lifestyle. It is too easy to have something like that happen without 100% proof. And you guys can make assumptions about what may have happened to Jahumi, but at the end of the day, unless he has been abused in some type of way, and that is a regular, you know, practice of their lifestyle to abuse him, you should not be trying to have anyone take that child from his mother and his father. Okay? You raise your children how you wanted to. Your parents raised you however they chose, and everybody has to deal with the consequences. And you know, sometimes people learn and evolve, they have regret. If you cared about Jahumi, you would not be carelessly saying that you want him to be taken by strangers away from what he knows, who he knows, and placed who know where. And ain't no telling how that child can end up, what can end up happening to him. You know, it is my opinion, of course, that you guys spend way too much time on this carbonation stuff. But that's not even, I'm not even here to tell you what to do with your time. I'm just here to say, y'all need to stop using that baby for attention and clout, and for giving yourself a reason to keep doing what you're doing, because you're concerned about your baby Jahumi. I mean, I think it's just silly. Get on here and y'all chasing down some girls, trying to find out every move, where they're going, what they're doing, who they're staying with, where's baby at, where's their baby at. I get it. They're a cult, right? There are a lot of cults out here. They just not as they don't put themselves out there like Nature Boy does. But there are plenty of cults and dysfunctionalities, and you know, Flint still got dirty water, you know, a lot of people killing their families, and a lot of abuse, a lot of child, you know, abuse going on, a whole lot of things going on that I do not see you guys ever even speak about at all. But everybody's quick to jump on this carbonation situation, because it is something that is going to bring you what? Currency, energy, important. Why is it so important? You know, you can't keep saying what people were saying a few years ago. Oh, we gotta save these people, we gotta save. These people have made it more than abundantly clear that they, as adults, have made a choice. That is where they want to be. That guy is in jail. Who knows when they're gonna let him out? And these people have stated time and time again that this is their life. That's what they want. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like it. But that is their choice. You know, do what you want to do. But if you guys think that you're any better than Carbonnation, Nature Boy, anybody, because you're gonna have the state take Jahumi away from them, you have lost your mind. You don't know what it is that you're trying to send that baby to, but you think anywhere is better than being in Carbonnation. And that could be further from the truth. It couldn't be. A lot of people aren't safe in their own homes around people that they know, that they're married to, people that they're with, people that they. This world is that crazy, and y'all said this little baby off to put him in the hands of strangers, and they have every legitimate reason to keep him and never give him back. They're not gonna update you guys. They're not gonna give you all guys a choice to have them. And who's to say that you're any better of a parent? It's ridiculous. Leave that baby alone. Leave that baby alone. That's his parents, and they have a right to choose, whether other people agree with it or not, how they want to raise their child. If they legitimately believe that living this type of lifestyle is the best route for them to take with this baby, they have a right to think so. They have a right to think. They have a right to think so. Put your phones and your devices down and look around you. All right. Pay attention to your own family members. Pay attention to your neighborhoods. Because can't none of you guys convince me that you actually care about this child. You can't. Because if you did, you'll be caring about those who are right within your reach. Right within your reach. Leave that baby alone.